Welcome back to Famous People, English Stories Audiobook in Minutes. Today, we're unlocking what feels like a hidden superpower. Seriously, it's the ability to read and respond to the people around you, turning just, normal everyday conversations into real opportunities for trust, influence, and genuine connection.
Think about it. Every single day, you're walking through a world that's just full of these invisible signals. These tiny cues in someone's posture, their tone of voice, their expression. Things that say so much more than words ever could. Now, most people, they miss them completely. But what if you could not only see them, but also know exactly how to act on them? Well, that's what we're diving into today. So, how do we start seeing these signals? How do you tap into this hidden world? Well, the key, the skill that separates good communicators from the truly extraordinary ones is called social intelligence. And it's not magic, it's a specific skill. And the best part, it's a skill that absolutely anyone can learn. At its absolute core, social intelligence is your ability to just navigate the social landscape effectively. It's really the art of reading people, sensing what they're feeling, figuring out their intentions, and then responding in a way that builds trust and makes a real connection. Now, to really get what social intelligence is, it helps to see how it's different from other things we hear about all the time, right? We talk a lot about IQ, that's your ability to learn things, and we've all heard of emotional intelligence, which is really about your relationship with your own feelings. Well, social intelligence is the crucial third piece of the puzzle. It's all about your relationship with other people. It's the skill that faces outward. So let's break it down. Social intelligence pretty much has two sides. First, you've got social awareness. That's your ability to read the room, to have empathy, to just see what's going on beneath the surface. But, just seeing isn't enough. The second part is social facility. And that's your ability to act on what you see, to respond in a smart way, and to turn that awareness into an actual connection.
Okay, so with that framework in our heads, where do we even begin? The very first step is mastering the unspoken language, because before a single word is ever said, a judgment is already being formed. This is where social intelligence really starts. And get this. Within seconds, people are subconsciously evaluating you on these four things. Now, it's not about having expensive clothes or looking perfect. It's about the effort you signal. Your posture, it screams volumes about your confidence. Your tone of voice carries all the emotion. And your eye contact, wow, that's one of the most powerful trust signals we have as humans.
Let's look at a few common signals you can spot right away. An upright posture just projects confidence. Crossed arms can mean someone's feeling a bit defensive or closed off. Here's a subtle but really powerful one. Look at their feet. If they're pointed toward the door, their mind might already be halfway out of the conversation. But on the flip side, if you notice someone mirroring your gestures, that is a fantastic sign of rapport and connection.
Okay, reading the room is huge, but it's only half the battle. Once you've made that first connection, the next superpower you need to develop is deep listening. This skill is all about moving past just hearing words and truly understanding the person behind them.
Most of the time, we're operating at level 1. We're just listening to figure out what we're going to say next. Level 2 is better. You're actually focused on their words. But the real goal, the place where a connection happens, is level 3, global listener. Here, you're taking in everything, the words, the emotion in their voice, their body language. You're not just listening with your ears, you're listening with your eyes and your gut.
So if deep listening is so powerful, what stops us from doing it all the time? Well, we all fall into these traps. We get distracted by our phones. We're too busy judging what they're saying, agreeing or disagreeing in our head. We jump straight into problem-solving mode. Or, and this is the most common one, we hijack their story to tell our own. Oh, that happened to me too. Real connection only happens when we can quiet down those impulses. Now, let's take these skills and apply them to one of the most high-stakes parts of life, conflict. Most of us see conflict as a battle, something to be won. But a socially intelligent person, they reframe it completely. They see it as an opportunity to build something stronger.
This right here, this is the crucial reframe. What if every single disagreement wasn't a threat, but a chance to understand someone else's point of view on a much deeper level? What if conflict could actually bring you closer together?
Building that bridge starts with a huge shift in your mindset. Your goal is to understand, not to win. This means you have to manage your own emotional reactions, you have to listen for the unmet need that's probably hidden underneath their frustration, and you always have to be searching for the goal that you both share.
And ultimately, this is the key takeaway, right? The goal isn't to prove you're right. It's to make sure everyone walks away with their dignity intact. When you focus on respecting their perspective and finding a solution together, you don't just solve a problem. You make the relationship stronger.
This brings us to the final and maybe the most important piece of this whole puzzle. Social intelligence isn't just about getting through one conversation or one disagreement. It's about the cumulative, invisible impact you have on the world, one interaction at a time. It's about your legacy.
I mean, this quote just says it all, doesn't it? Your legacy isn't built on your accomplishments or the arguments you won. It's built on the feeling you leave with people. After they talk to you, do they feel seen? Do they feel heard and valued? That is the essence of your social legacy.
And that story, it isn't written in big, grand gestures. No, it's written in thousands of tiny, daily interactions. The consistent choice to really listen, to show a little empathy, to offer a kind word. These are the small actions that compound over time into a powerful and lasting reputation.
So as we close out this explainer, I'll just leave you with this question to think about. Every conversation, every meeting, every single interaction is a chance to add a positive ripple to the world. So what story will people tell about you? What legacy will your interactions build? The choice really is yours every single day.